Yo, how's it going, chap? We're back after a week break. We're back with absolute peak. Good to see you all. Ninkano, you know what's goodbye, law. No Boruto, no Boruto today. We're here reading peak fiction, baby. Sup, cream pie Sundays. The manga's amazing. Forever hate the anime. Sup, Lil Adriana. Yeah, I remember liking the anime. So like, I know I've said it a lot throughout these streams, but for transparency's sake, I've watched season 1 of the anime. What 10 years ago now, 11 maybe it's been. And I enjoyed it, and then obviously Route A, but that's nothing. Doesn't exist. Hopefully one day we get a Tokyo Ghoul Brotherhood situation. That's all we can hope for, is that one day Tokyo Ghoul gets remade by a Mappa or a Bones or like a Wit, any of them. The anime is okay. So season 1 seemed Route A, obviously pointless, doesn't exist, not real, filler. And then I hear Ari was a catastrophe, like hundreds of chapters or something condensed into like 13 episodes. Yeah, missed me with that. But the opening's a manga. I know the opening for Ari. An unpopular opinion, I think the opening to Ari is better than the opening to season 1 of the anime. Pluto is on my watch list. I do want to watch Pluto. Apparently Pluto is really good. It's by the guy's name. The guy who did Monster and 20th Century Boys, I want to say. Haven't watched or read Monster. Adil and Yusuf keep telling me to get on the Monster hype, because like I know they want to do a video at some point when I've got time on like Johan Leobart. I think that's how you say his last name. But Johan want to make a video on that, so I'm going to jump on the Monster train at some point. I was reading 20th Century Boys, and 20th Century Boys was an absolute banger. However, I was reading it on a not so lawful site, which I then lost, and thus lost track of what chapter I was on, and like 3 years have passed since then. So my plan is to pick up 20th Century Boys again at some point. Currently, I'm reading Land of the Lustrous, just like in my own time. Read a few chapters of that Rooster Fighter anime. Yeah, I don't know if that's a bit of me. Yo, thanks for the $5 by law, Harrison. Nobody in the anime community is debunked. Oh god, here we go. The Itachi theory is back. All right, we're not going to talk about Naruto too much because we want to get onto Tokyo Ghoul, but you're certain you're correct. Everyone you've told agrees with me. Itachi was too OP. I remember us talking about it a while ago, very briefly, right? Regarding his sickness, was that it? And I didn't see any flaws with it. I think it's one of them things which is never going to get disproven or proven. So I think you can roll with it. You'd want Bones to do Tokyo Ghoul. The summer Hikaru died. What? Were Bones doing that? I thought it was I didn't think the summer Hikaru died. If I'm not mistaken, that's the Netflix show, right? The gay one. I was watching that and it was peak. But I didn't think that was Bones. I thought that was another studio, Sai Games or something. The studio that's doing Kagurabachi. I thought that was who did the Summer Hikaru died. Or am I thinking of a different show? The Rooster anime, it's called Rooster Fighter, I think. I've seen it. I haven't watched the anime. I've read a few chapters of the first like 4 chapters of the manga the other night. It from what I've read so far and from what I've seen from the anime, it is very much turn your brain off, have fun. It's about a rooster that fights demons. That, from what I've read, that is literally all the plot synopsis I can give you. I've not seen Inuyashiki, no. You'll be surprised, like, so like us individually, the four main guys at the Kage Council at ABD, like, actually Yusuf's watched a lot. Yusuf has watched a lot of slop. Maybe Yusuf aside, but like me and Adil, like we constantly say like we don't actually think we've watched that many anime, all things considered. It's just luckily between the four of us, we've seen enough. Side Games Pictures, yeah, that's one. Yeah, I am so excited for the Kagurabachi anime, assuming that I don't know if it was ever got confirmed that Side Games was doing the anime. I'm going to assume not, because the anime's not even been announced for Kagurabachi, but I know that was like the leak or whatever, was that Side Games is going to be doing Kagurabachi. I know they did the Horse Girl anime, Usamusume or whatever it's called, and then the Summer Hakaru died. I think they are going to cook like crazy with Kagurabachi. So usually I do the live streams on a Wednesday, but I just didn't do it yesterday because like I was really tired for whatever reason. I've been trying to build like a database to help me with writing scripts and stuff. Because like some of you guys will know that I recently read part 2 of Chainsaw Man on stream. And so to make the editor's life easier, I wanted to basically, because I know a lot of the editors don't read part 2 of Chainsaw Man, I wanted to make their life easier by literally writing down the chapter numbers for everything that I speak about in the video. So I've been working on like building a big database that they can just like, what chapter did Denji do this? And then it'll tell them what chapter it happened. And then, because that'll also help me like in the future for writing scripts if I ever need to remember, oh, what chapter did Denji do that? So I was working on that yesterday and I was like, yeah, I'm like in the zone. So I didn't stream yesterday. But usually I would stream on a Wednesday. That's kind of become the day. But if my boys Manchester United get into the Champions League next season, could change. Could change. Anyway, Sumimasen. Let's go on to Peak. So, this is a big arc. We are reading a very, very big arc. We've started. I think it's 2 arcs. It's Aogiri Tree and 11th Ward flashback arc. But on the wiki, they're put down as the same arc, so I don't really know what's going on there. So I've asked a friend, because I ain't gonna... It's a lot of chapters that I ain't gonna read all in one night. So I asked a friend to give me a stopping point that could work, that's sort of halfway-ish, and they said chapter 58 could be a good spot. So I'll trust him. So the plan is today we're gonna go to chapter 58 and see what happens. Anyway, 20th Ward CCG branch. Okay, so we're not in a flashback yet. Amon, it's not healthy to stare at the monitor all day. Let's take a break. Oh God, I'm so glad to be back on absolute peak. Oh, that's Toka and Kaneki running out. The number of female students with the last name Yamaguchi in Shiya High School. 3 in the 2nd year and 1 in the 3rd year. Several days before Yamaguchi visited our office, there was a case of uniform theft at the school. A boys' and a girls' uniform, 1 each. They were thoroughly washed and returned later. Nothing that would lead to their identities, though. Amon, we have other suspects besides those 2 that might lead us to the rabbit. No, these 2 are the key to the case. Yo, what's good, Pixel King? Mr. Mado's hunches were never wrong. I can't believe the chairman himself came to our branch. Branch Chief Kamemuchi was totally panicking. Yasutomo. Murata. Yo, how's it going? Not that good, you. Well, the gourmet's gone quiet recently. It's kind of creepy, actually. How's the guy from the main office? I don't know what to do with him. He blames himself for his partner's death. He's drowning himself in his work. Our wards becoming unsafe. The binge eater, the gourmet, and the rabbit. A mountain of unsolved cases. Well, 2 of which are dead. Especially the binge eater. After all that mayhem, absolutely nothing for the past few months. Then there's the 11th ward. Oh, okay, so we are going into the 11th ward arc, maybe? Then there's the 11th ward. Feels like something bad is going to happen. Let me see, you barely escaped. Oh, okay, we're back with this girl. With this chick. I see, so you barely escaped from that restaurant with your life. Well, I'm glad you did. Wait, what? So you didn't find out the conditions to get in? I thank you. I think you just have to go with a member. I'm sorry. You should know that doesn't even qualify as information, college boy. Well, I guess you did the best you could. Ren got pissed at me for the first time in a while too. So, anyway, I'll at least give you a hint. Oh, Rize's steel frame accident. The key, of course, is Rize herself. Finding out who Rize is will lead to finding out the truth behind the accident. I think. Oh, and one more huge hint. There is no ghoul by the name of Rize Kamashiro. Her name is completely made up. Ghouls without family registers change names left and right. They may change the characters of their given name, but most of them preserve how it's read. It's pretty rare to find a ghoul with a completely made up name. Rize appeared out of nowhere and had some kind of reason to give up her name. Oh, okay. She's special. Of course, you don't get a main character that doesn't have some sort of chosen one, special, god tier power. That just doesn't happen. A ghoul who gave up her name. Why didn't you look into what she was up to before coming to the 20th ward? Kaneki. Truth that's hidden, no matter what the circumstances, is often cruel. Always keep that in mind. Okay, thank you so much, Itori. Hidden truth? I wonder how much Mr. Yoshimura and Yomo know. Uh-oh, I recognize this dude, I think. About me. About Rize. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm the one that should be sorry. I was lost in my thoughts for a bit. He kind of smells good. Well, have a good night. See ya. Wait, what? Driver's license, library card, student ID. Ugh, my hair's in the way. Ken Kaneki, 19 years old this year. He's the same age as me. And the most important content. Ooh, 1, 2, 3,000 yen. That's not going to buy anything good to eat. I should have pestered Shinohara for some more money. You guys hungry? Smells good, don't it? A pickpocket? You remember his face or anything? He had his head down, so I didn't get a good look. You dumbass, did you at least report it? No, I didn't have much in it anyway. I found my student ID and stuff. No, Toku's right. It's not just for you. It's to prevent creating other victims. It's your fault for being an asswipe. If you had been more alert, that douchebag wouldn't have chosen you. Oh shit, he's working there. Hell yeah. Nishio-senpai, you're not behaving how an Antieku employee should. Huh? Want me to kick your ass out? Nagachika? Wait a second. Why are you at Antieku? Don't tell me it's because of Toka. Nishio joined the Antieku staff at my and Mr. Yoshimura's suggestion. If there's somebody important to you, I don't think you should continue taking lives, because there will be people who will be saddened by the loss. True. Also, you take the life of the wrong person, and that person's going to come after you. Kaneki asks me to share our meat with you. I've been prepared to do so all along, so I agreed. With the food procured, it's possible to live as a ghoul with relatively little wrongdoing. However, there is a price to it. your labor at Antieku, Nishio. Yoshimura knows all about Kimi. That's why he wants to keep me near him. You think so? He could quickly take action in case anything happens. I bet that old man's hobby is supervision. I don't completely trust him yet. Who knows what he's actually thinking? It's guys like him who you really have to watch out for. But this has to be the safest place in the 20th Ward. I'll take advantage of it for as long as I can. But man, you're a strange one yourself. Trying to save Kimi, bringing me in here? What's your thoughts on ghouls, on humans? Ghouls treating humans simply as prey like Tsukiyama, or humans stereotyping ghouls as cruel, vicious monsters like you did, Kaneki. I don't think either is right. I think what we need is just the right distance between us, to not infringe on each other's existence, to respect one another. I feel like you and Antieku are the start of that. I guess you're kind of a dumbass softie, but you know, I guess it's not so bad. Maybe some people need that sort of thing. Nishio's acting strange. Under Chief General Chairman Tsuneyoshi Washu's guidance, the CCG has decided to increase its personnel in the 11th and other designated wards. What's going on? They're sending more investigators from the main office. Is the 20th Ward that dangerous? Doesn't feel like it. Investigators from the main office. When is Hide going to get dragged into all this, bro? I'm really worried that Hide's going to join the investigators or some shit. I'm sorry, please. What? It was you guys who came after me. Oh shit, this guy's nuts. We're really sorry, so please. Let's see, what can you do to make up for it? Let's play cook. I'll be the cook, and you'll be the pig. Oh shit. He is here. Yo, what's good, 9X? So I was saying before, 10 years ago, I watched season 1 of Tokyo Ghoul. That was it. And Rute, but again, Rute's pointless, and I don't remember. Like, I remember things from season 1. Like, I know the Jason fight is cool, but I don't remember the context of it. I don't know what happened to get to that point. I forgot all that. Like, I know, again, like the finger clicking, but again, I've forgotten all the context to it. So I know cool stuff happens. I just have forgotten why. Like, and I remember now that I've seen this guy. This guy's Juuzou, I want to say. I remember liking this dude for whatever reason, but again, I don't remember why. I just remember having that emotion attached to him. Okay. Chapter 47 complete. On to 48. Bro, this is like Chainsaw Man all over again. Where I have to keep scrolling down the page because I may or may not share my account with some friends. And it's like, so with the show, with Viz, right? In Shonen Jump, it's like, it's a sick feature really, where it'll remember what chapter, like what page you were last on when you last read a chapter. Like, for example, when I'm writing scripts, it's really helpful because usually I know if I like go on a chapter and it opens up in the middle of a chapter on a page, I know that that's usually an important page because I've been on it previously. But the downside is that when I'm trying to read a manga that someone else, like one of my friends, has already read, the downside is it always takes you to the last page. So what I need to keep doing is like scrolling down so I don't see the final panel before I jump on. Yo, thank you for the $10, Paul Sleuth. Cool stream. Thank you, my guy. I like to just have a chill time whilst we just read some peak fiction. I mean, it's a long way away yet, but I'm excited to see what series we do next on after Tokyo Ghoul. But that's a long way away. We have plenty more peak fiction still to come. Also, chat, just complete side note. I can't believe Fujimoto is ending Chainsaw Man. Whether he's ending it full stop or he's just ending part 2, setting up for part 3, either way, brother, I can't believe it. We spent weeks catching up to part 2. I've been working on like a 7,000 word video for part 2 just for Fujimoto to be like, oh yeah, by the way, all those videos you had planned for Chainsaw Man, I'm gonna end it. I'm so annoyed. Chat. But be there for next Tuesday. I'm gonna go live just before the new chapter just before the final chapter drops for Chainsaw Man, so we can lay our predictions and then read it the second it drops. 100% covering the final chapter of Chainsaw Man Part 2. Right. I've updated the chapter number. Lit. Right. Amon. The investigators from the main office. You're not going to spoil the this? Yeah, no spoilers, bro. But obviously something's going to happen. You don't have the best friend of the main character not go through... Like, Hide, I'm sure, is going to be a tool to tear down and emotionally fuck with Kaneki. I'll be surprised if somehow, if not physically, ideologically, or whatever, somehow those two are going to be pitted against each other. I don't know how. Or a sacrifice, maybe. Like, I already kind of wonder if he then knows the truth about Kaneki already, because in the 48 chapters we've read so far, Hide hasn't shown up a lot, but whenever Hide does show up in the story, he's a very, very perceptive person, and sometimes I think his, like, goofy attitude is almost like a mask to kind of hide that, and I also think that goofy attitude, even more so now, assuming, let's say in this hypothetical scenario, that he does know about Kaneki and he sussed him, this goofiness might be a way of just to calm Kaneki and let him know that, you know, I'm here for you, without having to cross that awkward boundary. Anyway, Amon, the investigators from the main office are here. They're waiting in the conference room too. Thank you. I'm sorry, Nakajima. I'll put the files together, don't worry. So, they've decided to send personnel from the main office to the 20th Ward too. I wonder who they've assigned. Kotaro Amon. Excuse me. Most of the veterans should have been assigned elsewhere already. Oh? You look miserable? Oh, again, this is what I mean about the anime, like, his face looks familiar. Fucking no idea what he does. But that's a familiar face. Were you crying like a little baby again, Amon? Yukinori Shinohara. I shall not remember that name. I'm not remembering that name. Shinohara. Don't tell me you've been... I don't have too many good memories of this place. Good to see you again, Kotaro. Good to be working with you for the first time. Hoji, it's an honor. Honor. Kosuke Hoji, Assistant Special Investigator. Shinohara and Hoji both were once partners of Mr. Mado. Oh. Shinohara, a self-made man, and Mr. Mado's very first partner, who was gone up against and defeated countless vicious ghouls. Hoji, thoroughly trained in the use of Kinke by Mr. Mado, his second partner and a skilled fighter. Both of them are top-notch investigators with strong ties to Mr. Mado. I can't believe they sent these two. Investigator Amon. Rank 2 Investigator Seido Takizawa from Squad 1. Okay, this guy reminds me of... Death Note. Begins with an M. The sort of, like, comic relief investigator. Matsuda. This guy seems quite Matsuda coded. He even looks like Matsuda. I've heard so much about your heroics, and I'm a huge fan of you and Arima. He keeps clippings of all the He's a huge fan of you and Arima. He keeps clippings of all the investigations you've been involved with. Yes. I hope you don't mind. He's a rookie investigator who graduated the academy at the top of his class. Show him the ropes, will you? Nice to meet you. This music ain't matching. We're not in a badass fight. Nice to meet you, Investigator Takizawa. It's an honor to meet you, sir. So, if you're the only special investigator, does that mean I'll be partnering with you, Shinohara? Actually, I already have one. We're in the middle of an investigation. To be honest, it's more like we're searching for him. I'll introduce you to him later. The main office is still finding a partner for you, Amon. Since you're still a Division 2 investigator, they're looking for candidates in Division 1, but they haven't had any luck. Okay, right, let's lock in real quick. What does this mean? Division 2 investigators ranks 1, 2, and 3. All investigators ranked 1 or below must be partnered with investigators ranked senior investigator or higher. Division 1 investigator, special assistant, division... Brother, read, it is your job. Division 1 investigator, special assistant, senior. Depending on the investigation, there are times when the top 3 ranks are partnered together. Right. I'll be your partner temporarily until they find you a veteran investigator. So, hang on for a bit. Yes, sir. Anyway, we're going to be busy, Amon. I'm sure you've been briefed, but things have gotten complicated. I was told all main office investigators assigned to the 11th Ward were wiped out. Yup. We've withheld information to avoid panic, but the 11th Ward CCG branch has essentially been incapacitated. There's nobody left there who can fight. Additional investigators have been assigned there, but the situation is dire. Also, centering on the 11th Ward, investigator killings by ghouls are taking place in Wards 9, 10, and 12 as well. To avoid another situation like the 11th Ward, we've sent numerous investigators from the main office to each for the moment. Oh shit, the ghoul uprising? It's time for the ghoul era. Get your ghoulies out. Okay. Oh, see, the 11th Ward is on the complete opposite side. Interesting. Very interesting to see what this 11th Ward arc is going to be. Because if I remember from last arc, it seemed like we were going to be going into almost like a flashback. But maybe not. Who knows? I still want to know why on the wiki this arc is listed as 2 arcs. Aogiri Tree and 11th Ward. Wonder how they're connected. But why was the 20th Ward designated as a hazardous area? We've had way fewer feeding cases compared to the other wards. This ward simply has a lot of individually dangerous ghouls. It's always been that way. Plus we're dealing with a new foe, the rabbit. Oh wait, I've just missed a panel. This is my job and I can't read. They decided based on individual cases. The gourmet, obviously, but the binge eater's threat level is above an S rating. Also, there's a rating system. S rank? Hell yeah. If the northern ward falls while the 3 southern wards are unstable, we'll be sandwiched. Our assignment here is a precautionary measure, so to speak. Right, okay. So, the investigators, that's why the investigators really need to lock down the 20th ward and make sure shit is safe, because if they lose the 20th ward as well in the same manner that they've lost the 11th, then they essentially lose everything. Gotcha. This series of killings in the 11th Ward suggests a certain possibility. A certain possibility? Ghouls generally don't act in groups. Oh, is it really like some shit like Ghoul Uprising? It's highly unusual for them to go around hunting us so effectively. There's only one logical answer. The ghouls have organized themselves to destroy the CCG. Damn, I was joking when I thought there was a Ghoul Uprising. How's that? I've completely not captured the tone of that. How's that? I wonder what those man-eaters are planning to do with Tokyo once we're wiped out. We can't let that happen. Tokyo belongs to us humans. So the fate of Tokyo lies in our hands. That's so exciting. We're going to take another look into the gourmet and the binge eater. Amon, I need you to assist the branch's squad in their search for the rabbit. Let's avenge Mado. If we're going to do this, let's win, Amon. Starting tomorrow, the squad will... Oh, sorry, let me take this. Hello? Yes, that's right. I'm sorry? Yes. Does he have stitches on his arms? He does. Yeah, that's him. Yes. Alright. I'll be right there. It's him. Him? The problem child. Promise you'll apologize. I've been telling you all along. Promise, okay? Alright. We'll find out soon enough if you're telling the truth. Man, all I did was lose my badge. I work for the country just like you. And you bring me in over a blade? Come on. Alright, just shut your mouth. I'm Shinohara. You spoke earlier. I understand you have one of my men. I'm here to pick them up. Oh wow, you really came. I told you. I'm sorry, I didn't actually think he was with the CCG. No, your judgment wasn't wrong. I would have stopped and questioned him too. You see, he was carrying a bloody knife. Then he claimed he was a ghoul investigator. This wouldn't have happened if my work tool wasn't so small. Haven't I been telling you? Who is this guy? He is a guy, right? He's really an investigator? Where were you and what were you doing anyway? Oh boy. I was at a job interview at a restaurant. What, you gonna quit being an investigator? Thank you for all these cheers. Shut up. Oh boy. I was a real investigator, wasn't I? You promised. Now, please apologize. I admit I was wrong, but it wasn't entirely my fault. You're easily mistakable. If you work for the country, maybe you should act that way. Look, I'll talk to him. I wouldn't push him any further. Wait. What? What? You, come here. I'm gonna be busy filing out compensation papers now. Ow, you're hurting me. Hey, you Amon by any chance? What the fuck did he just do? I'm Shinohara's little minion, Suzuya. Oh, I thought his name was Juuzou. Oh, Juuzou Suzuya. It's nice to meet you. Wow, you're big. Juuzou Suzuya, rank 3 investigator. What the fuck did he just do, chat? What? What is this? He's crunching? He's chewing? Oh. What did he do? I mean, that is disgusting. Arrest these criminals. Next, oh, looks like the gourmet. Is bro dead? No, he's saying. Juuzou is fucked. Juuzou is mega fucked in the head. Need to not spoil. What on earth did I just watch? I might have to watch that in the anime to actually fully understand what happened there. Because I can't visualize what just happened. What was he crunching? What was he chewing? Oh, this page didn't go to the last page. Nice. Good morning. Good morning to you too, but Suzuya. It's not in the anime? Come on, man. Not even the animators knew what the fuck happened. What was that? Okay. I was the first one here. What is that you're wearing? It is not appropriate. Huh? What's wrong with it, rank 1 investigator I'm on? It's harder to find what isn't wrong with it. Button your shirt all the way. Where's your tie? Wear pants that cover your ankles and no eating in the conference room. And also, what are those suture marks? It's been bothering me. You don't look hurt as far as I can tell. Oh, these? These are body stitches. What is that? Like string piercings, a body modification freak friend taught me. It's actually kind of secretly popular. Want to see how it's done? See, you go like this. You just prick yourself with a sterilized needle. It's pretty if you used colored strings. You only need a thread and a needle, so it's easy. Oh, look, it's done. A flower. This might be an unpopular opinion, but that's kind of lit. It's kind of lit. I mean, would I do it? No, I draw the line at tattoos. A tattoo, fine, but I don't think I would get a string piercing. But it does seem kind of cool, and great excuse for some cool character design as well. Watch, I don't like it, so I'm taking it out. The assault on the officer the other day, and now this? He's crazy. He's not normal. How did he ever become an investigator? What do you mean? I'm sure bro loves nothing more than torturing ghouls and killing ghouls. He's a sicko. Of course he's perfect for this job, bro. I mean, Mado drawed the line of being not normal, but like Mado looks so normal compared to this dude. After what he did, I don't understand how it was settled simply with a compensatory payment and an apology. Does he have some kind of benefactor? Either he's a Nepo employee or he's just so goated that by any means necessary, you've got to keep this guy out of trouble and bribe. Good morning. Morning, Sado. Juuzou, clean up that mess. This is a conference room. Absolutely punched him in the nose. Okay, let's start the meeting. Something the matter, Sado? Did you look at some nude pics? No, sir. The binge eater. No sign for the past 2 months. No related cases whatsoever either. We've considered the possibility the binge eater has moved on and have since requested files from other branches. Juuzou and I will continue on the case. Yes, sir. Bro, he's yawning and it suddenly made me want to yawn. That is one of the phenomenons in humans I wish we knew about. Sorry, complete random ass tangent, but yawns, bro. What is the evolutionary purpose for yawn, and why is it that when someone yawns, someone else, like Juuzou yawn, it's gonna make me yawn, and it's gonna make you guys yawn? What was the evolutionary purpose of that? Even the gourmet, who was so active, has drastically dropped his number of feedings recently. After a month-half break, there was one feeding case 3 days ago awaiting examination. But surely these guys understand that, like, it's not unusual for ghouls to kill other ghouls, right? Especially the way that these guys chat about the 11th Ward. You know, and it's become such a shock that the ghouls have banded together that it's very clear that these guys knew and understood, and that the normality was that ghouls are very solitary creatures. So, you know, surely the first thing you got to think is like, oh, well, the binge eater suddenly stopped eating for 2 months. Dead? I don't know. Gourmet 2, after a half-month break, there was one feeding case 3 days ago awaiting examination. What do they want to examine? They analyse the evidence left behind at the scene and see if it matches the suspected ghoul. Bodily fluids, hair samples, Kagune secretions. If there's enough data, we can get an ID from footprints or even clothing fibre. The case 3 days ago lacks the usual colourfulness, but footprint number 7 matches the gourmets. Oh, is this the leftovers of the battle against the gourmet? Can't tell. That's how we track them. You should know this already. The investigation's fine and all, but Mr. Shinohara, I want a proper kinke. Well, yours is made from a bikaku, so it matches up well with the gourmet's rinkaku. How it matches up doesn't matter with this little snippet. I mean, come on. I'm gonna need to really learn the names for these Kagunes. Got bikaku, rinkaku. I forgot the rest of them already. Man, why I feel Ichigo and Spider-Man are the same type of character. Just finished Bleach, 1000 Year Blood War 3. My unpopular opinion is that out of all the big three, Bleach is the one I've struggled myself the most. This is an unpopular opinion amongst ABD as well, I know. Bleach is the one I've struggled to get into the most. But TYBW anime does look lit. And it makes me excited for Black Clover and Boruto to come back. Binge eater. Is everything alright, sir? Well, oh. The binge eater, huh? Might be dead already. See, I'm just one step ahead of these guys, bro. Oh shit. We got answers from Zahira. The purpose of yawning is thermoregulation, increasing alertness and social bonding through contagious yawning. Oh, I mean, I get the thermoregulation. I can increased alertness. But the social bonding I find quite funny. It's like, fuck, this dude's tired too. let's go see this dude. But I guess no, I kind of see it actually, yeah. It's almost like a social indication of like bedtime. You could send me something regarding the types of Kagunes? Yeah. What would be the best way to do that? We're seeing fewer ghouls come here too. They're wary of the doves. The white doves from the main office, the nest, are nothing like the guys from the branch office. They're ghoul extermination specialists. I'm more worried about the 11th ward than the 20th. Recognize this guy as well. No idea why, because I don't think he does anything, but according to Yomo, the ghouls have organized themselves to hunt down investigators. It's possible that the nest assigned most of their men to the 11th ward. I hear it's pretty hairy out there right now. Even normal citizens have begun to notice. Mr. Yoshimura has been away on business a lot too. Things could get ugly. Get ugly? Like a war. Maybe the days of being called Devil Ape again isn't too far away. Devil Ape? You know what? Maybe I take it back a second. Maybe I was wrong to judge this guy. Maybe I judged him too soon because Devil Ape goes hard. Well, he is kind of weird looking. Way to bring the mood back down, Nishiki. By the way, whose turn was it to feed Hetari today? I think it's Toka's. She hasn't come back down. I'll go take a look. Does she feel like a bird trapped in a cage herself? I feel like she does. I feel like that's kind of like Toga's character, right? Like, born ghoul wants so desperately to just be able to not live as a human per se, but partake in human activity, befriend humans, coexist. But she's forced to live in this cage, right? Did you feed Hetari? Oh, yeah. Ever since the church incident, Toka's been somewhat distracted. I feel bad for him. He's kept in a cage, not allowed to fly freely. That's a miserable way to live, don't you think? It might be cramped inside a cage, but it's also tough to live in the outside world. I couldn't kill that girl. Stupid idiot! Huh? What'd you say? You got a filthy mouth. You want to become fried chicken? If your owner ever shows up, I swear I'm going to punch them out. Toka must be torn. It would be easier and safer for her to suppress the revelation that threatens her relationship with Yoriko. She'd rather maintain the friendship she has now than lose it. And that would have worked fine until that day, but Nishio and Kimi showed her another possibility. She must have pictured it, at least for a moment. She might have asked, what if I was accepted like that? Yo, absolute peak chapter. But if she were to be rejected by the one person she wants to hear acceptance from the most, she may actually be hurt so severely. The meeting of the two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. Those were Jung's words, weren't they? If there is any reaction, both are transformed. 20th Ward. It's my first time here. Time seems to go by slowly at this place. You stupid, stay on your toes. This is a designated hazard area. 1. There should be a number of doves from the nest here too. Let's get our business done quickly before that little bastard bossing me around gets pissed. You really think she's here, Banjo? Yeah, she has to be. 20th Ward's Antieku, a coffee shop run by a weirdo ghoul. That's where Rize-san must have headed to. Oh. Is this Rize's old fuck toy? Who is this? Let's see what you're saying, chap. Oh, no, not chapter 40. 50's next. We're reading Tokyo Ghoul, Space Muffin Man. You can put it in the disc if you join the ABD Discord. And tell me which chat you put it in. I can take a look, and I'll keep note of that. What happened to the two guys who used to be on this channel? Still here. Adil and Yusuf are still here. Adil and Yusuf don't come on stream that much anymore because they've both got kids now, and it's also Ramadan, so they're definitely not been on lately. But Adil and Yusuf, Bossman, still here. But because they're, they got kids now, so they don't have time to stream as much. Whereas I'm spring chicken, so I'm streaming. Well, I'm 27. 27? No, I'm 26. Turn 27 next month. But that's a sign that I'm getting old. I don't even remember how old I am. What will happen to Sarada, King Boruto? I personally don't know. I'm a few chapters behind on Boruto. I haven't been reading it. Adil is... I know that Adil's already scripted, voiced. I think the Boruto video will be going out in a few hours probably. It's being edited right now, the Boruto chapter review. Adil's already done that. But yeah, I'm actually behind on Boruto myself. Do you just cover anime and manga? And you see theories on Invincible? I actually posted a Invincible video yesterday. We've done a few videos on Invincible, a few stories and lore. I love Invincible. I might not be the person to ask on theories purely for the fact that I've read the comic. I ain't gonna spoil you if you're TV show only. Don't worry. However, the TV show is, I don't know if I would go as far to say deviating from the comic, because it's not, but it's expanding on the comic in a really nice way. I've got one more episode of the new season to watch. I haven't watched the third episode yet, but the first two episodes of the new season of Invincible were absolutely peak. Because I remember, the Sequid stuff, I remember when I first read that in the comics, I was like, this is fine. Kind of want to, we just come off the back of Conquest and all that, and I was like, I want to get back into the good stuff. Take me back to the Viltrumite stuff. But watching the Sequid episode, season 1, it was peak, bro. Right, 6-0, thank you. I shall keep a note of that. I have Discord shut at the minute. Let me get up on my phone so I can see. Oh, Tumblr post? You can never go wrong with Tumblr. Right, thank you. I've opened it up on my phone, so I've got the link. Can't go wrong with Tumblr. I've found some golden threads and analysis pieces and things on Tumblr. I've never used Tumblr myself, but it just always seems to be one of the go-to spots. Anyway, chapter 50. There's something about this guy. His design is too trying to be macho man. which makes me think he's going to get his ass absolutely handed to him. Maybe I'm wrong, but... Welcome to... Is the manager here? The manager, he stepped out. What the hell do you want? What are you? If you got business with the manager, could I get you a cup of coffee, sir? Oh, you're a girl. Would you like to leave a message for the manager? There's something I want to ask him, and you two. Do you guys know Rize Kamashiro? Who's he? He's not an investigator, is he? A ghoul. Let's go inside. Follow me. Let me see your eyes. I'm Banjo. I was with Rize-san in the 11th ward. So that's where she was. And why are you looking for her? You know her? So she did come here. Surely he'd be able to smell her. On Kaneki, right? Because a lot of people... I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, people have highlighted Kaneki's smell. Maybe I'm imagining that. But I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Where is she? Where is she? Is he an old acquaintance of Rize's? He's a their thing. This music. Is this music? Let me He doesn't know that she's gone? Huh? First it was Tsukiyama and now him. Oh, okay. Why do ghouls always want to smell me? Yeah, see? Why? Why do you smell like Rize? Are you her? Are you Rize-san's boyfriend? What? Me and her, it's not like that. He's a fucking dumbass. She's your girlfriend. Is he always like this? Yeah, usually. Oh, Kaneki, you gonna fuck him up? Oh, shit. Kaneki can hand with the big dogs the 11th ward. I don't think this guy's a big dog in the 11th ward, but still. Go on, Kaneki. Oh no, I didn't mean to. My training with Toko and Yomo just came out instinctively. I'm sorry, I I knew it. Sorry about our leader. He's so weak. Is this guy really from the 11th ward? Come on. Rize-san. Oh, he must really want to see her. Even we don't know why he's looking for her. But we think he was in love with her. Trespassing onto others' feeding grounds. Killing the 11th ward leaders that tried to purge her. Oh, wait. Oh, I was going to say, wait, he killed the 11th ward leaders? No, it was Rize. She was really out of hand. But Banjo admired her for living the life she wanted to live. When Rize-san left the 11th ward, I think it was offhand, but she said something like, good luck being the leader. He took that to heart and did the best he could to lead the ward. Fail miserably? ? But guys from elsewhere came in and took over eventually. He's not that strong, and Rize-san killed all the strong ghouls. Oh, the doves. Guys from elsewhere. To be honest, they ordered this search for Rize-san. That's enough. Who cares? Screw those guys. A ghoul who knows Rize-san's past. But I think Banjo's looking for Rize-san for reasons other than what we've been given. But Rize's already... Well, it's up to you. I would like to speak to him. I want to know more about Rize. Oh. That musclehead's not answering. Damn it! What is that useless fool doing? Yamori and the other asshole's gonna get a jump on us now. Capturing Rize is a big achievement. You're from the 20th ward, aren't you, boss? Aren't you familiar with the situation here? It was a long time ago. I don't know how it is now. There's the old man Yashimura and Renji Yomo from the cafe, and then there's the gourmet, though I doubt we'll come across him. Stay away from those guys. You don't stand a chance against them. Oh. Renji Yomo's the The devil ape, dude. I really judged a book by his cover there, by the sound of it. Because, like, I gathered that old man Yoshimura is fucking built different. Because, like, old sensei nurturing kind of uniting old man in an anime and manga, like, yeah, that guy's gonna be busted. But I also know for a fact that I'm almost certain he's probably gonna die, because again, that's another part of the trope, unfortunately. But we'll have to see. Who knows? Maybe Tokyo Ghoul can circumvent those expectations. But if Yomo's on Yoshimura level, then fair fucks, bro. The rest are nothing special. They're basically peace-loving hippies. Hey, it's her brother? Question mark, Ghoul. At Ward. Ayato Kirishima. There was a peace lover in my family too, come to think of it. Oh. Aight. We're in chapter 51. Oh, talking to the old geezer. Found some good theories to Google on Tumblr. Always 2 steps ahead. Oh, Yomo's not. Who was Yomo? Oh, wait. Is Yomo the guy that drove Kaneki to go do to pick up the suicide victims' bodies? This dude here. This is Yomo, right? What was Devil Ape's guy's name? I'll be honest, I did him dirty. I took little notice of him. I expected him to be a nobody, so he didn't take too much of my brain space. But as soon as he was called Devil Ape, I was locked in. That's a hard name. Another body. I can hardly believe we're in Japan. Reminds me of the Middle East. You were able to gather information on them, Yomo? Yes, I got them to talk. They're a group of ghouls calling themselves the Aogiri Tree. I don't know exactly how many members they have, but I think there's quite a few of them. Also, their leader is the One-Eyed King. Oh, okay. Interesting. Maybe it's not my place to say this, but Mr. Yoshimura, if he is the king, it's probably some kind of mistake. I don't know how much information he's privy to, but we should head back to Antieku. Wait. So, okay, interesting. I'm very intrigued about this One-Eyed King dude, because there's been a lot of hype regarding One-Eyed Ghouls. I can't remember if they said there had been one other One-Eyed Ghoul other than Kaneki, or if there had been a handful. I can't remember. I remember the girl from the bar was talking to Kaneki about it, right? I've started in my own time as well, a little bit, because if you guys remember, I was saying I was building like a little like manga database to help with writing, like for note taking and writing for writing scripts and for the editors and stuff. So I've been rereading Tokyo Ghoul again off stream a little bit taking more detailed notes for like videos. Because like I said, we're gonna do a few Tokyo, or I'm gonna do a few Tokyo Ghoul videos. So I'll have to read up about the One-Eyed King again on my reread. Wow, the coffee here is good. Wonder if that muscle heads up. How are you feeling? We had you sleeping in a different room, but the bed was too small. You're a big man. I'm sorry about earlier. I just reacted before I knew it. What's your name? Kaneki. Ken Kaneki. Stronger than you look. Maybe that's why she chose you. Banjo, I didn't have that kind of relationship with Rize. We were basically casual acquaintances. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I lost it. Come to think of it, your scent is a bit different than hers. I'm sorry, I really am. Please, there is no need to. No, this is the least I can do. Posh. Absolute. We love a Japanese sorry pose. He doesn't seem like a bad ghoul. No. I have a bad habit of trusting strangers. And so, where is she? Rize's. She's not here anymore. Oh, of course. She was always whimsical. You probably don't know where she went off to either, do you? Hey, Kaneki, I got a favour to ask you. A favour? Yeah. If you ever get a chance to tell her again, to see her again, tell her to run. What? Run? The Aogiri Tree? I used to be in charge of the 11th Ward, but not anymore. I'm not surprised, bro. You probably lost your leadership in the 11th Ward fucking pronto. Oh, yeah, it was them. So it wasn't doves that... Okay. A gang of ghouls called... Well, of course it wasn't doves, really, because the 11th Ward is completely overrun. Stupid of me. A gang of ghouls called Aogiri something. They came rushing into the 11th Ward. We stood up against them at first, but there were too many of them. I just couldn't stand losing any more of our guys. After they subdued the ghouls in the ward, they began hunting down doves. I thought they were crazy at first, but they soon began thinning out the doves in the ward. I think they're going after the doves in the northern area of the ward next. They're planning on building up their numbers and wiping out the doves. I'm only an underling in their organization, but I hear their leader is a cold-hearted dude. He's looking for Rize-san for some reason. I think he wants to hurt her. They'll eventually come to the 20th Ward too. They're already there. They're already here. They're already here. I'm telling you, for your own good, you guys should run too. If not, do what they tell you. Okay, this dude's dead because he's not done what they told him. Is this going to be a brother? Banjo! You got a big mouth, Banjo. You want me beaten till you barf up blood again. Ayato. Banjo, are you... Mr. Ayato, what are you... He wasn't answering his phone. All the 20th Ward's information gathers here. That's why I came here for myself. You got that, you morons? You're wasting your time. Rize-san's not... You say something, you scrub? Uh-oh. Hey, what's going on up here? Ayato. Hey. It's been a long time, my stupid sister. Where the hell have you been, you idiot? He's Toka's brother? They do look alike. Learning about the real world. Unlike your sheltered ass, I've been learning about the world of ghouls and not humans. You little punk. You're the punk. Open your eyes to reality. Oh my. Oh. He looks a lot different to the anime, from what I can remember. Bro, I don't know if I'm being really rude here or anything, but like, you could park a car between the gap in his eyes. Why are they so wide like that? Far apart. I don't remember him looking like that in the anime, but Jason. I'm pretty sure that's Jason. I heard you had a sister, but I didn't expect her to be working here. You two are so beautiful. We've been waiting for you, Ayato. These guys were downstairs. I'm surprised you found this place, Yamori. All thanks to Nico's nose. That's right. Follow the scent and wham! What are they doing here? Yamori. Is his name Jason Yamori, or is that not Jason? And I've just got that completely wrong. Rize-san's not here. There was no point in you two coming here. You weren't wrong, Banjo. Hey, Mr. Macho Goatee. The capture order was for Rize, or whoever smells like Rize. And so, bingo, you found him. So let's get his cute butt out of here. Okay, so I'm theorizing then that if their order was to either capture Rize or someone who smells like her, then that to me implies that they might be privy to the fact that someone wanted to maybe implant Rize's organs into someone else. Because it's very clear, obviously, now at this point that the whole thing with Rize being killed by the steel beams, the operation to turn Kaneki into a ghoul, not an accident. Not an accident at all. It was all Aizen big brain planned. That's very clear at this point. And now I'm going to assume that the reason that Rize was changing her name was to try and save herself while she was constantly moving from ward to ward. She was being chased by someone. The One-Eyed King, maybe? The One-Eyed King wanted to create another One-Eyed Ghoul? Maybe? Just that. Maybe that. The One-Eyed King wanted to make another One-Eyed Ghoul. Maybe this One-Eyed King is another human ghoul hybrid. He wanted to make another. And then, yeah, so I'm going to assume that they're privy to... Let's see. Wait until... Yeah, I'm just spitballing. I'm just spitballing. Giving you guys my thoughts of where I'm at, but I'm going to assume then, for whatever reason, I'm just saying that they were either wanted to capture Rize before... But no, it couldn't have been the One-Eyed Ghoul that did the operation, that coerced the operation for Kaneki, actually, because the One-Eyed Ghoul's trying to get Rize now. The reverse, then. Someone else wanted to create a One-Eyed Ghoul to defeat the One-Eyed Ghoul, and that's why Aogiri Tree trying to get Rize. That reason? Maybe. My name's Harrison, bro. So on the channel, we got me, Harrison, Sid, Adil, and Yusuf. Okay, yeah, I think I'm leaning more towards the fact that maybe Kaneki exists to defeat the One-Eyed King, perhaps. You know, fight fire with fire type shit. Create a One-Eyed King to beat one. Maybe. Chapter 52. Take him back with you? You can't just do whatever you want. Oh, but I think they can. Whatever we want. You never watched One Piece? Suggest where to start? The start? Chapter 1? Episode 1? In all seriousness, if you're a manga, if you prefer manga to anime, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how much of One Piece now is fully fully coloured. I know a lot of. When I first started reading One Piece, 5 years ago, maybe something like that. Like I'm not a massive One Piece guy myself. That's more of Sid and Yusuf's thing, but I'm pretty sure most, if not all, of pre-time skip is fully coloured, officially. So if you prefer manga, I would recommend just reading it coloured from the beginning. If you like anime, I can't remember how. Like if you watch One Piece, that's a good way. That'd be my recommendation. If you like anime, if you prefer anime, just watch from episode 1, either as it is normally, or look up One Piece for the anime, and then for the manga, just the coloured chapters. Toku get cooked. Doing whatever you want is a right only the strong have. Oh, Kaneki. Yo! Woo! You getting up or staying down? Come with us quietly, and you won't have to get hurt. One-eyed. He was right. Where'd he go? Where did that come from? Can I... You... Move, Ayato. You are so weak. You remind me of Dad. Dad was... He was fighting for us. You don't know anything. Bro, I love her, Kagune. See? You get it too. There's 2 people now, Toga, that have called your Kagune beautiful. What's his? You're the one who doesn't know anything, Toka. Both Mom and Dad died because they were weak. I don't know if I fuck with this guy just yet. He might be slightly too edgy for me right now. I don't know. I'm not fucking with him currently. But we'll see. We'll see. I trust Ishida. What can the weak protect? Who can they save? Without power, you lose everything. Oh, cool panel. Your wings can't fly anywhere. But not me. I'm going to prove that ghouls are better than humans. What? See ya. Stay down there, groveling. Ayato, that was so cool. How brazen. Don't touch me, freak. Damn, he's yeah, of course he's homophobic. He's edgy. Damn. Should we take your sister too? No, she'll slow us down. Bro. Bro is so edgy. Wow. You're so cool, man. Wow, Ayato. You're so cool. So dark and mysterious. Stuff the one-eyed guy in the bag. We're heading back to 11. Hello? Tatara? We couldn't find Rize. Tatara? But we did capture the one containing Rize you mentioned. I'll have my guys keep searching for Rize. We're bringing the one containing Rize back to Nora's. What? Wait. Maybe I've read this wrong. We did capture the one containing Rize you mentioned. I'll have my guy keep searching for Rize. We're bringing the one containing Rize back to Nora's place. Am I having a stroke, chat? Like, I guess they think maybe, like, you know, not all of Rize was, you know, like, I guess if it just needed to be like a kidney that was implanted into Kaneki to make him a ghoul, then Rize could still be, you know, around, fucking about somewhere. But I assume that they had come to the conclusion that she was dead. I am reading it correctly. Okay. Make your mind up, bro. Okay. They took him, didn't they? Mr. Yoshimura. Yomo. Gather everyone. Antieku will be closed for a while. Oh, shit. Kaneki rescue arc? Damn. My friend, like I said, my friend told me to read till... Oh, I need to make sure I don't get spoiled. My friend told me to read till chapter 58, which is obviously mid-arc, but he said that could be a good stopping point. We'll have to see. What is this song, bro? It does. Might match the vibe. I hear the 11th War. It's pretty bad. A lot of ghoul sightings. I was watching videos of it online. It showed real dead bodies and stuff. Ugh, of people? I think so. I don't know. Damn. We've all been there. I can definitely tell this was written during that era of the internet where fucking beheading videos were everywhere, bro. Man, we were fucked up kids. What about the 20th Ward? Are we safe? Parts of the 11th Ward have been sealed off to stop ghouls from entering other wards. Sorry, it's on my mind. I don't know how old some of you guys are in chat, but like, I remember there was an era of the internet. What year? 2013, probably. There was just an era of the internet where, like, I remember it was almost like a trend around school where people would just like send you links and be like, yo, watch this funny video, and then it just takes you to some fucking crazy like beheading video. School kids are fucked in the head, bro. Why was that a trend? And I don't know why I just suddenly remembered it. God, kids are just desensitized to everything. I know if I watch those same videos now, I'd throw up. Ghouls are superior to us to begin with, so my prediction is we'll lose. Tabata? Yo! Instead of Backclover, he's here. Don't say stuff like that. Bro, what is the dandadan looking ass character? I'm scared to be out on the streets. There are monsters that eat people hiding amongst us, right? Yeah, but like, it's like one of these things. What I remember, I think it's in chapter 3, where Toka was saying like, oh, you know, you don't know how it lives, how it feels to live in fear of your own life, and then, you know, having someone hunting you down, trying to kill you, and having to deal with crazy ghouls. And it's like, on one hand, yes, I get it. You know, the ghoul life sucks. You have the investigators, people's whose entire livelihoods rely on hunting and killing ghouls. And then you have crazy ghouls as well that want to murder and cannibalize. But on the flip side, is that not the same life humans are living? Like, this is the thing, right? This is kind of like what the story's trying to say, is like, they're not really that different. Like, you could argue that the investigators only exist because ghouls exist, but that's just a nothing burger, because, yeah, ghouls exist. It is what it is. But it's like, well, humans have to live in fear of ghouls whose livelihoods rely on hunting and killing humans, the same way how the investigators' livelihoods rely on hunting and killing ghouls. Now, you could argue that, and I agree that it's less so with the investigators because, you know, just go work in a supermarket, right? Like, their livelihood doesn't rely on what they do as much as it does with ghouls. But then you've also got, like, psychotic murderers, human murderers. I don't know. I was just thinking about it when I was doing my reread and taking notes. Thought it was interesting. I'd like to see how Kaneki is going to bridge the gap between ghoul and human. Anyway, I'm just glad the stiffs are ghouls. Wait, what? The stiffs are ghouls. I missed a page. Is there an agency that deals with them? What are they doing about it? Oh yeah, because Toka's not at school. It's their job to help us. I wonder if Toka's not feeling well. I should bring her something to eat again. I'm just glad the stiffs are ghouls. What does that mean? I don't know what the stiffs... Oh, like dead bodies? If they were people, it would have been a mutilation murder case. Okay, yeah, stiffs, dead bodies. I get it. Yeah, you're right. So glad it was a ghoul. We'll take it from here. You're up, guys. How many of them are there anyway? About 2 or 3? Damn it. Juuzou. Yes, sir. Come here for a second. Could you tell? I've seen your ways. More than I wanted to. During the whack-a-mole underground. Ghoul countermeasures. Clause 2. Article 13. Huh? Oh, wait. Stream is chat good? Chat is stream right? I just got a notification saying shit just hit the fan. We good? I think we're good. I think it's alright. YouTube's saying that it's crashed, but I can still see me. If their eyes turn red, they're ghouls. Wrong. 0 points. That's Article 12. I remember having to memorize it. That's so relatable. Ghoul countermeasures. Article 13 is about the investigator's mindset in exterminating and capturing ghouls. Stream is fine on my end. Cool. Yeah, sometimes OBS and YouTube just like lie. Like, OBS is saying I've dropped frames. I mean, YouTube's now saying that it's excellent, but it was saying poor before. But YouTube is tripping. About the investigator's mindset in exterminating and capturing ghouls. Clause 1. Ghoul investigators must carry out their duties with the safety of citizens as their highest priority. Juuzou ain't doing that. And Clause 2. The infliction of unnecessary pain against ghouls is strictly prohibited. Juuzou ain't doing that. It's not because they're ghouls, but rather a matter of being humane. That's the point of it. Although, it's also a fact that the clause is one of the most often violated. Bro, I love the themes of this story so much, bro. There's certain story archetypes that just hit the spot without fail every time. The sort of like, who's the real monster, which is what Tokyo Ghoul is all about, is an absolute slam dunk. And then another absolute slam dunk archetype for a story is like the corruption of innocence. You know, your Paul Atreides, Eren Yeager, Anakin motherfucking Skywalker. They are my goats, bro. Also, Juuzou, you can ask for a Kaneki all you want, but if you keep ripping them up like this, you're never going to get one. What? Huh? Wait, I won't? Nope. I explained what Kinkeis are made of, right? Yes, sir. They're made from dead ghouls. That's right. Oh, but if he keeps cutting them up, then how are they meant to make one for him, right? But that doesn't mean they're made from their arms and legs. They're made from their Kagunes, so you can't harm them to the point where they can't release their Kagune. The Kagune is that squirmy thing, right? I still don't know where that squirmy thing comes out from, even after observing them. Should be common knowledge if you graduated from the academy, but I guess you were an exception. Yeah, Nepo hire. Alright. This ex-instructor will give you a special lecture. Oh, I'm sleepy already. Wake up. Bro, he keeps going to make me yawn. So, what is a Kagune anyway? Let's start there. A Kagune is made up of RC cells that have been discharged outside the body. RC cells flow like blood. Consider a Kagune as a liquid muscle that can become harder than teeth. Okay. But if it's a muscle, shouldn't it be soft? Not these guns. Imagine muscles with steel wires woven into them. A normal bullet can't penetrate it. Ghouls accumulate RC cells in their blood by consuming humans, and the accumulated RC cells are sent to a sac known as the kakuho and stored there. RC cells that are stored in the kakuho, either consciously or from mental agitation, break through the skin and are discharged. Right, okay. So, like, Kaneki's Kagune, maybe not strong, because I'm thinking if you get the RC cells from consuming humans, and he would eat considerably less than most, right? He's not, rather than hitting your protein goal for the day, like, ain't no way Kaneki's hitting his RC cell goal for the day. You know what I mean? The discharged RC cells harden and soften repeatedly and oscillate at the will of their user. That is a Kagune. By the way, a ghoul's Kakugan is an effect of the RC cells as well. Kinkeis are devices that artificially generate Kagune. Right. Okay. By processing Kakuho and sending electronic signals to them. It'll keep working as long as the Kakuho is intact. Okay, I think I'm getting it. The Kakuho is essentially... Yeah, so the Kakuho is like the... I don't know how you describe it. The Kakuho is kind of like the source of the Kagune, where it's housed, almost like a womb for the Kagune, like a home for it, and the RC cells are what power it. Is how I'm mentally envisioning it. And the RC cells, yeah, are discharged. And so the way that their Kinkeis work is they have a Kakuho, which I assume they extract from the dead ghoul, and then rather than using RC cells, they use electronic signals. That makes sense. I need to get my hands on this Kakuho thing. Exactly. By the way, if you can distinguish the type of Kagune, you'll have an idea of where the Kakuho is. For Ukaku, which are RC cells that spread out like wings, it'll be found in their shoulders. For Kokaku, which is a metallic Kagune, it'll be below their shoulder blades. Oh, okay. For Rinkaku, which resembles a scaly, abrasive tentacle, it's near their hips. For Bikaku, which stick out like a tail, it'll be near the tailbone. It'll be one of those areas depending on the Kagune. Of course, there are slight variances. Which was Kaneki's again? Kaneki's visually, I want to say Rinkaku. I have forgot, but Kaneki's I think is a Rinkaku. So this thing of mine, it's it's a Bikaku. So it came out from around the butt. Possibly. And what type were Bikaku good against again? Oh god, there's a type chart as well. Fucking Pokemon. Bro, in my 26 years of living, I still sometimes fuck up the Pokemon type chart, and I want to start a Pokemon channel. Ain't no way am I gonna remember this. Okay, so Bikaku is good against Rinkaku. Is it going to be Bikaku is good against Rinkaku, Rinkaku is good against Kokaku, Kokaku is good against Uraku, and then Uraku is good against Bikaku? Please be like that, because it would make it easier to understand. Bikaku are well-rounded, matching up well against Rinkaku, which are more about brute strength, but it can be complicated against the speed of an Ukaku. Yo, have I got this right? It's well balanced and easy to handle, so we recommend Bikaku Kinkeis to rookies. I want the stronger Rinkaku. The Rinkaku can be tricky. I guess you'd have to know the characteristics of Kagune to know why. Kaneki is a Rinkaku. Okay, I was right. Cool. Ukaku are lightweight and characterized by their high-speed attacks. They're effective at both close and long ranges, likely resulting in a quick battle, but the discharge of RC cells is rapid by nature, so it lacks endurance. Kind of like a cheetah. Got it. Short, quick, snappy battles. No long game. Therefore, there's always a concern of running out of gas. Kokaku boast their greatest rigidity. fucking can't say that word. Rigidity. That one. Of any Kagune, due to their defensive concentration of RC cells. In exchange, they lack speed compared to other Kagune, and they're difficult to handle due to its weight. Right, that makes sense. Just hard-hitting, slow, tanky dudes. Rinkaku are characterized by their great regenerative power first and foremost, and the striking power that comes from their unique surface is also a strength. However, the RC cells' tendency to bond, which gives them their regenerative power, means it's a weak bond at the same time. They're brittle compared to other Kagunes. Wait, what? The RC cells' tendency to bond, which gives them their regenerative power, means it's a weak bond at the same time. Huh. I don't quite follow. The one I recommend is the Bikuku. It is truly well balanced. It displays its strength at mid-range. It's above average both offensively and defensively, and it has speed. Really is just the default class. There are no obvious weaknesses. If I had to name one, it would be its lack of a knockout punch. Alright, so it really is jack of all trades, master of none, the Bikuku. The Rinkaku, so I've sort of like mentally categorized them all myself. You got like cheetah, just frail, speedy. Like I'm trying to imagine them in like Pokemon terms. You got your frail glass cannon. You got your wall. You got your all-rounder. I don't quite... The Rinkaku one, the explanation hasn't quite sat with me, but hopefully that Tumblr post changes things. I don't quite get the tendency and weakness part of the Rinkaku. Yes, Juuzou. You took the words right out my fucking mouth. I'm glad it wasn't just me. I've got a Tumblr post for you if you want it, Juuzou. Let me put it this way. The RC cells are extremely fluid. This may not be the best comparison, but it's like Velcro. It sticks and it comes apart easily. Oh, Juuzou gets it, but I don't. No, Juuzou, Juuzou, we'd bonded over our stupidity. Don't leave me behind. Juuzou, please. Juuzou, at least read the Tumblr post with me. So they all have their unique traits. Although, I forgot most of them already. Be conscious of them in live combat and it will become second nature. How they match up against one another is determined by the Kokoho's location. See, I got that bit. Hey! Alright, sick. I got that. In a nutshell, wicked. They match up well against the ones above them and poorly against the ones below them. It's like having 4 moves in rock, paper, scissors. Yeah. Ukaku with their speed and agility dominate Bikuku with their lack of a knockout punch. Kokoku with their defense can fend off the light attacks of an Ukaku. Against Kokoku and their lack of speed, Rinkaku can unquestionably deliver a decisive blow. Rinkaku struggle most against Bikuku for their lack of weakness. The one strike, one kill type struggle most against cautious opponents. And so, it can be explained like that if you look at the characteristics. I'm going to be analysing where that Kagune comes out of every single person now. But to put it more simply, the RC cells secreted by each Kagune type against Kagune. But to put it more simply, the RC cells secreted by each Kagune type against Kagune that match up poorly against them supposedly become an especially effective poison. Don't understand. It's not that. Why is there a hierarchy within ghouls? That seems so weird. It's simple, because Kagunes are weapons to win battles for territories. They're designed to kill even their own kind. I wonder if that's true. Or is that perhaps a misinterpretation? Because obviously there's going to be a lot, like, for every negative and reason for why ghouls should be wiped out or whatever, I'm noticing there should theoretically be a contrasting reason for humans, right? It's like not all ghouls are bad, not all humans are good. You got good humans, bad humans, good ghouls, bad ghouls. I wonder, is the Kagune just for killing? I don't know. Fuck knows. Who knows? Maybe it's for mating. The area investigation in the 11th Ward has been expanded. In a rush to pinpoint the location of the ghoul organization, there have been casualties. So, we do not advise entering off-limit areas out of curiosity. Hide, this is not good. My hunches are usually right. Oh, is Hide gonna get caught up in this? Nah, he wouldn't. He would not be dumb enough to go to the 11th Ward. Surely not. At least respond to my texts, Kaneki. Oh, a centipede. I remember that being a thing from the anime. Again, context. I don't know what the context is, but I know centipedes are a thing. How we doing, chap? That chapter took a lot to get through, and I still don't think I fully understand Kagunes, but I understand them more. With my Pokemon type matchup brain now, if I see one coming with a Kagune coming out of his ass, I know that he's going to be super effective against the one. He's going to be super effective against Kaneki. And ones where they come out their shoulder blades, they're going to be super effective against the ones that come out their ass. And now that I think about it, Nishiki's come out his ass. Bikaku. He defeated Kaneki. Rinkaku. And then Toka defeated Nishiki. The type matchup chart was in front of my eyes this entire time. I will definitely be reading the Tumblr post. Oh shit, we're back here. That's a big ass tie. Come with me and take off that vest. You are not in a coffee shop. Where the hell am I? I remember being attacked while I was talking to Banjo. Toka. Ayato. I don't know why you brought me here, but could you tell me one thing? Is Toka alright? This dude is so edgy. I actually hate him. It's Mr. Ayato to you. Did I say you could talk? Don't you understand the position you're in, you idiot? Pardon. Let me tell you something. You don't have the right to speak or the right to move. You said come with me. Bro, you told him to move. If you're given an order, you do You do exactly as you're told. If you're told to die, you die without questioning it. All you're allowed to do is breathe and sit still. But also move, I assume, to follow you. Now he's the idiot. Understand me? Say yes if you do. That was too slow and I couldn't hear you. You understand? Seems I'm in a place even worse than I could imagine. Yeah, you were an absolute knobhead as well. Are they after Rize? They said whoever smells like Rize. That, in other words, is me. Is it Rize's organs they want? Hey, let me give you some advice since you're an idiot. The bosses aren't nice like me. Oh yeah, because you're an angel. You're just such a saint. You're just such a lovely person. You're not misogynist, homophobic, edgy, or abusive at all. You're actually just you're such a perfect person. Bosses, is he in some kind of organization? Does that mean this is their hideout? I asked if you got it. Answer me. Yes. Nice, are you kidding me? I guess Toka was like that at first too. No, she wasn't. Not this bad. This guy's a giga dickhead. Ooh. For whatever reason, this ghoul with the bandages, I feel like I've seen this person before. Don't recognize him. Don't recognize this guy with like this Joker-esque mask. Smile. Looks cool. There's Banjo. Don't recognize these two. I can't. Maybe I'm just a horrible person. I cannot get over how far apart his eyes are, bro. That's not how I remember him looking in the anime. Are they all ghouls? There's like 100 of them. I think that's a little bit over the top. Not 100, but I'm also not going to be. I'm not going to sit here and count. So yeah, fuck it, 100. I brought him for you, Tatara. Oh shit, this Tatara. Good. Come. Go. Bro, this mask with just the smiley face goes so fucking hard. A bodyguard? He looks scary. No, he's got fucking aura, Kaneki. Tatara, was it? Oh wait, that's Tatara? Oh, he looks mid, bro. I was expecting something a little bit more cooler, but Tatara, was it? Is he the leader of the ghouls here? I'm one-eyed king. Oh, is he just wanting to see if he's got one eye? It's pierced straight through Kaneki. It's the left for him. He's definitely got it. That means Rize really was killed. Those guys sure do move fast. Kirishima. Yeah? We don't need him. He's yours. So is this guy the one-eyed king? So it'll be the right eye for whoever the one-eyed king is. Bro, are we gonna get some fucking sick, elite Kakashi Obito-esque panel where like down the middle you got one eye, you got the left eye of Kaneki and then the right eye of the one-eyed king? Are we gonna get one of my favorite scenes, panels, is that one of Obito and bro in the anime of the Obito when they both peak. What? I was hoping you could help us, even if he wasn't Rize, but his eye is no good. He's useless. Oh. Use him as a soldier, a punching bag, do whatever you want with him. Okay. Wasn't worth sending you guys out for. We should have gone after the doctor that got away. Oh, Dr. Kano? Is he going to be a ghoul? Oh, yeah. Hey, I got the name right. That's right, Kano. Why him? What does he mean by got away? Such an idiot. I hate idiots. They're so incompetent, it is irritating. I'm talking about you. Let me ask you something. Do you actually believe it was a kidney you received? Yeah, I was starting to think of that. I'm going to assume it wasn't the kidney. It was the Kagune house thing. Use that tiny brain of yours and think about who it was that turned you into a monster. What is he saying? What did Mr. Kano... Do you really think a doctor wouldn't notice the changes to your body? Yeah, it was very obvious that Dr. Kano was sus. As soon as I started my reread to start taking notes, one of the first things I noticed is that the first thing Dr. Kano said to Kaneki when he woke back up was, "Is the food to your liking, Kaneki?" That was such a clear red flag in hindsight once I was rereading. I was like, oh, that's the first thing, not, oh, are you alright, Kaneki? Did the operation go well, Kaneki? Does food taste like shit? Fucking get in. Your food tastes horrible, that's perfect. Yeah, nah, this Dr. Kano guy is sus. Judging from your looks, seems like Yoshimura didn't tell you either. Even though he had to know. Oh, Mr. Yoshimura. Yeah, Mr. Yoshimura was... I do recall... I don't remember why, but I do recall something... Not sus, but... You are that old man's pastime. Kind of like a bonsai tree. If the branches grow, they'll be trimmed. That is why you still have that naive look. Might be a blessing in a way. Oh, that's interesting. If the branches grow, they'll be trimmed. Is Yoshimura not who I thought? I gotta get going. The others are waiting for me. Eto, let's go. You take it from here, Noro. The doves should be getting a whiff of this place soon. Stay on schedule. How much did Mr. Kano know? Mr. Yoshimura kept something from me again. No, Mr. Yoshimura saved me. Food, shelter, encouragement. Bro, Denji thought the same. And look how that ended up. Well, I'm just saying. I just said words that completely were not on screen. I am who I am now, thanks to him. No, Denji thought the same, bro. I'm just confused right now. That's why these bad thoughts are buzzing through my head. Oh, I love this trope. I don't know if any of you guys have read of The Land of Lustrous, but that's what I'm reading currently. I'm on chapter 44, and I'm very interested to see what the deal is with Sensei. And I'm getting flashbacks here. It's the same thing with Foss and all that. Kaneki, you awake? Banjo, you mind coming with me? Huh? Where? A rally. An anti-Aogiri rally. But don't worry, both Ayato and Yamori are in a different building. So is Yamori just called Jason? Is Jason just called Yamori in the manga? Because that is Jason, right? Or is Jason like a pseudonym, an alias, similar to like the rabbit, the gourmet, the binge eater, Jason, Jason Derulo? You don't belong here. Escape with us. That was a fucking lit chapter. I forgot how many chapters are in part 1 of Tokyo Ghoul. don't think it's that many more than 100. We might be approaching maybe around at the halfway point. Possibly. Escape. Jason is Yamori's alias. Okay, cool. Howard, it's crawling with guards outside. And I don't think I can make a sound decision right now. I know it's sudden and hard to believe, but all I can say is that you have to trust me. And honestly, I honestly just can't stand seeing anybody else get hurt. You don't want to be here a second longer than you have to be, do you? No, but then hear us out and you'll know we're serious. Okay. Is there rally a way out of here? And how much can I trust Banjo? It's more than 100, but not 200. Okay. Like 150? Okay, well, we're not quite halfway then yet. I'm going to assume the end of this arc, which I think is chapter 71 or 79. One of the two. I'm going to assume that'll probably be more like halfway point. Hey, Kaneki, can I ask you something before I take you to the others? Is it true that Rize-san was killed? I don't know myself if she was killed, but I'm almost certain she's no longer with us. I'm sorry I kept quiet about it. I see. You didn't want to upset me when we spoke at the cafe, huh? I knew you were a good guy. That must have been really hard to hear. I'm sure he wants to know about how a part of Rize was transplanted into me too. In here. I'm interested to see what will happen with Rize. Whether, like, there's gonna be, I don't know, your stereotypical sort of like inner demon Kurama kind of trope. Maybe like what's the word I'm looking for? You know, like the hidden mental scape of a person where like Rize might reside, where Rize and Kaneki could chat. I don't know. No worries, Zahira. You do you, man. No need to worry about a spelling mistake. What game you playing? Guys, this is Ken Kaneki. We met at the cafe. Oh, that's right. Well, I'm sorry they got you two. I couldn't disobey them in that situation. These guys were in the 11th ward whilst I was the leader, so you can trust them. One of them's still a kid. But man, I can't believe a one-eyed ghoul really exists. I've never met one before. Me neither. I heard Aogiri's leader is one too. There's a one-eyed ghoul here? Supposedly. We haven't actually seen him though. They say a one-eyed like you controls the Aogiri Tree. We don't know who he is, but they call him the One-Eyed King. Low-level guys like us don't really know how the organization's structured, but we do think Tatara and Naro are direct subordinates of the One-Eyed King. Tatara was the man sitting in the chair, right? Yeah, he oversees most of Aogiri. He's obviously a strong ghoul, but he's also smart. A ghoul called Noro is temporarily in charge of the 11th ward. He doesn't say anything, he's just kind of there. But he does eat a hell of a lot. He's kind of creepy that way. So his RC cells should be high, right? Kagune and that. There are 4 other officers besides Noro in the 11th ward. Yamori, the Bin brothers, and Ayato Kirishima. What about the little one? Ayato Kirishima. Yamori is a sadistic and highly skilled fighter. He's originally from the 13th ward, where a bunch of thieves live. Killing wasn't enough for him after a while, so he started going after doves. We don't know which ward the Bin brothers are from, but they used to be the leaders of a large group of ghouls. Most of the Aogiri ghouls in the 11th ward are their men. They say they're deeply devoted to the One-Eyed King's ideas. Ayato caught the attention of Tatara and was recruited into Aogiri when he was wreaking havoc across the wards. Seems like he's also deeply into the Aogiri's idea of ruling ghouls and humans with power. I'm supposed to be one of his guys. When the leadership group is here in this hideout, we can't do anything reckless. Attempting an escape would be out of the question. But they've been away from this hideout pretty frequently these days. Noro and Ayato leave to meet with the other leaders every 6 days. Yamari goes in town every 4 days and doesn't come back for an entire day. And the Bin brothers never leave this place. I see. So, if they leave at exactly those intervals on the 12th day, there are only 2 leaders in the hideout. If we can somehow hold off the Bin brothers. And what day are we on today? 7 days since their last overlap. But we don't know if they'll follow that pattern again. If they stick to that schedule, it'll be 5 days from now. We could really use your help, Kaneki. We need as much manpower as we can get to improve our chances. I get the picture, but you sure I should be a part of this plan, of a plan this important? You just met me. How can you trust me? I mean, I'm not going to tip him off, but what are you talking about? Huh? Yeah, you're thinking too much. If Banjo brought you here, we trust you. He's dumb, but he's our leader. Yeah, you're good in our book. Dude, was dumb necessary? Oh, sorry, it slipped out. Doesn't sound like it. They all seem to trust Banjo. I'm beginning to feel like it could work. What would we do after we escape? Actually, I haven't thought that far ahead. It'd be pretty rough for us outside of Tokyo too, if only we knew somebody in the underground. The 20th ward. Maybe Mr. Yoshimura will take you in. I'll talk to him if I have to. The 20th ward, huh? That would be the perfect place for us. I personally want to find out about this Dr. Kano who was involved in Rize-san's death too. You too, right, Kaneki? Yeah, I do. Alright then, we'll head to the 20th ward when we get out. You really are a nice guy, Kaneki. Exactly how you look. This guy's dead. I need to stop worrying about Mr. Yoshimura right now. We need to get out of here first. Sir, a sudden visitor from the main office? Who is it? The commanding investigator of the 11th Ward Special Task Force. The commanding investigator? Is he a big shot? Oh, for sure, so don't bite him. 11th Ward Special Task Force. Considering the current situation, they must be planning on heightening ghoul countermeasures. So, all I can't do is bite him. Among other things. Yo, we're here. Yo, been waiting for you, Shinohara. Oh, I don't remember this person at all from the anime. Itsuki Marude. Well, you seem awfully happy, Maru. Wasn't sure why you called me at first. Of course, I'm in charge of the operation. It's a huge opportunity for me. How can I not be happy? If this goes well, becoming an executive officer is a real possibility. Mr. Marude. I've never been too fond of him. Hey, Hamon. You're big as always. It's been a long time. I'm sorry about Mado. Anyway, just don't end up the same way he did. Don't get too caught up playing with those kinky toys, alright? toys. And that a girl? He's that, he's Suzuya. Hello. Oh, it's you. The guy General Chairman Washu personally recommended for the commission. The complete opposite type of Arima. Wonder what the chairman was thinking. Maru, I wouldn't badmouth the Washu family here. Heh. I'd never say it in public. I'd be squashed. But man, he's awfully scrawny. He really have balls? Maru, don't mind Suzuya too much. Do not bite him. Crap, he better not. Phew. What was that look? Ooh, Juuzou's creepy, man. What is that look? Is that a look of... Does he like Maru because he's almost like honest? Or... And not like tiptoeing on eggshells around Juuzou? I don't know. Or like... Or something in him just snapped like, I need to kill this fucker. So anyway, what brought you here? Huh? What else? This is the biggest case in the history of me. I can't screw it up. I need my pieces. So, you guys will be helping the 11th Ward Special Task Force. By the way, this is an order. You can't say no. Loki, just read to the end of the arc. I'm going to 58 because I won't be able to read till the end of the arc, which, according to the wiki, is 71. Chapter 71 or 79, one of the two. I ain't gonna last. Unfortunately, I am way too slow of a reader. That'll take me till like midnight. And I got more scripting to do tomorrow. More Chainsaw Man. More work on the movie channel, doing another video on The Thing, because the last one we did the other week did really well. I don't know if any of you guys are subbed to the movie channel or watched my video on The Thing, but did really well, so thank you. Actually, that's the end of the chapter. Man, The Promised Neverland was so fucking good, bro. The way they butchered it towards the end makes me sad. I remember I had like a huge... I want to say like... I made like an 11,000 word review on The Promised Neverland. I never ended up posting it anywhere. I was making it a video for like my personal channel that I had. But never got very far with it. But man, I loved The Promised Neverland, and that was so peak. We're on chapter 56 now, right? What is this 11th Ward Special Task Force member list? Why are we assigned to the 20th Ward? Sure, he did graduate at the head of the class, but I'm confident in what I can do. Wait. Watch yourself, Takizawa. But Mr. Hoji, I want to fight too. This dude is so Matsuda coded from Death Note. What chapter? We have just started chapter 56. So, and we're going to be reading up to 58. Once we finish 58, I've been told that's an alright stopping point. I think my friend said chapter 58 anyway. Regardless, we're going to 58. Allocating our forces to the 11th Ward doesn't mean we can neglect the 20th. Special Investigator Maruda put some thought into this. He left the two of us in charge of the 20th Ward. We should be proud of that. Juuzou's only a rank 3. Why am I always second fiddle? Oh. Iwao Kuro Iwa, Lieutenant Commander. Itsuki Marude. Yukinori Shinohara. Kataro Amon. And Juuzou Suzuya. Juuzou's older than I thought he was. Takehikuro. Bro, Takehikuro. You are cooked, my friend. I've never seen a more NPC looking dude. Same as you, Mutsumi, Hirokazu. Lo siento, sirs, but you guys are cooked. Look at all these investigators from the main office. He is not messing around. I can almost feel how much Maru is gambling on this. We'll be extremely thinned out around the 23rd ward. There's a 23rd ward? I'm a little worried. Suzuya's the only rank 3, huh? Maru will use whatever is at his disposal. Even an old lady. He must think Juuzou could be useful. But man, there's a guy among our enemies that concerns me. Which guy? This one. 13th Ward's Jason. The ruler. Oh shit, I forgot that's why his mask looked like. The 13th ward is the ward the CCG is paying the most attention to after wards 1 to 4. The ghoul considered the most troublesome in that ward is 13th ward's Jason. His name comes from the hockey mask he wears. His origins in the 13th ward and because of his brutal disposition. If he gets you, you will be thoroughly toyed with and thrown out like a rag. He's a sadistic bastard who kills not to feed, but for fun. He's one of the ghouls not even senior investigators want to come up against. Without knowing their organizational structure, it's certain to be an uphill battle. What a crappy assignment. Maru, that bastard. By the way, Amon, your Kinke's broken, isn't it? Yes, sir. Be careful with it, alright? It's all we've got left of Harima. I'm sorry, you're absolutely right. Harima. She was a good girl. She had a strong sense of justice and was so thoughtful. I remember when she used to bake us cookies. I'm gonna get teary-eyed. I'll stop. Harima, I'm sorry about your Kinke. I wonder what that ghoul is doing. Ever since that night, his presence has haunted the corner of my mind. The meaning of his words, his expression, it brings back memories I didn't want brought back. Kotaro. Who said you could come in? Oh. What's this? Interesting. Little breadcrumbs there for an Amon backstory. You can use Mado's Kinke, so pick out whichever one you want. I can't divulge everything in his will, but that was a part of it. Mr. Mado. Don't break it this time. Yes, sir. By the way, where's Suzuya? Probably somewhere up high. Hey, Ray. I hear there's lots of ghouls in the 11th ward. Maybe I could get a new Kinke? I can't wait. You better behave, or else Mom will be angry with you again. Oh. Is there a bit of like a split personality going on here? Hey, keep cutting. Squad 1 needs to be fed soon. Human bodies. Why me? I can't do this. Kaneki, you don't feel well, do you? Give me half. I'm actually pretty quick at this. Slide it over whilst the guard's not looking. I'll do it. My head's spinning from nausea. It was gross, but I thought I couldn't keep relying on Banjo. Do what you can. These must be the people Aogiri killed. A hunter-like ghoul squad killed them, and we were tasked to disassemble them into bite-sized pieces. The entire group is divided into 5 squads. Each squad is given a job and fed according to a schedule. It definitely seems impossible to escape whilst an officer is around. I hate the feel of flesh. It's hard, but also kind of soft. This is a pig. This is a pig. I'm sorry if I don't think that. Ugh. This one had to be killed by Yamori. Ayato's cut their limbs off, clean off. But Yamori's are all mashed up. It's tough to look at, even for a ghoul. Switch with me. No way. Guys from the 13th Ward are sick. Hey, punk! I saw you take a piece. This ain't your meat. You little thief. What are you doing, Banjo? Oh. I'm sorry. I told him to steal it. What? I was starving. Oh, I kind of like Banjo, but he's so clearly gonna die. This seems like the kind of series where I shouldn't get too attached to the side characters, I feel like. Like, too much emphasis and too much effort is being put on Banjo being so good that there is no way he doesn't die. That ain't no excuse. But this is peak, bro. He reminds me of Caesar from Planet of the Apes. Probably my top 3 main characters of all time. Maybe top 1. That ain't no excuse. You worthless 11th Ward trash. No, not right now. Meat scraps again. What are we, dogs? Banjo, I'm sorry, it was my fault. Koto, if they suspect anything, our plan is finished. You're going to protect your mother, aren't you? We're going to get out of here together. We just got to hang in there, alright? Okay. Here, take my share. Banjo, it's fine. It's a kid's job to grow up. Besides, I shouldn't be getting any bigger. I need to stay slim for the ladies. Man, I'm going to be sad when this guy dies. Oops, my stomach's just upset. Here, Banjo, take it. Here. Please, Banjo. We probably don't have much time. The moment I couldn't find Rize, I became worthless to Aogiri. I need to get us out before they get rid of me. I'm their leader. To this day, I think, if I had been a strong leader like Rize, the 11th Ward wouldn't have been taken over. All of us could have lived much better lives. I think they're lucky to have you as their leader. Hey, Nico. What? You think a one-eyed is hard to break? I recognize this checkered floor. Also, if you want more context on Rize, Kaneki, Hide, Ayato, Toka, read Tokyo Ghoul Past. Is this the novels? Because I remember discussing about the there being light novels for Tokyo Ghoul, which I never knew of. Because I see on Shonen Jump, I know there's... So obviously you got Tokyo Ghoul RE, and then Tokyo Ghoul Jack is a manga. I don't know what Tokyo Ghoul Jack is. But I haven't heard of Tokyo Ghoul Past. But I'm going to assume it explores what it says on the tin. It is the novels, okay. Yeah, if I really, really fuck with Tokyo Ghoul, I will probably buy some of the novels if I come across them. Like, I bought the Death Note novel, the BB murder cases one. I enjoyed that a lot. Both Ayato and Noru are at the meeting as scheduled. Yamori's out too. It's time to make our move. Dave the Escape? My friend, I might have got it, maybe I got it wrong. Maybe my friend didn't tell me to stop on 58. Maybe I'm going to be stopping at a terrible, terrible spot. Okay, Tokyo Ghoul Giant goes into Aruma's past as an investigator. Oh, okay. It's almost time for the younger Bin brother to take a break from keeping watch. Yomori out on one of his trips again? Alright, let's move. Be careful. They haven't noticed, have they? No. Those Bin brothers are careless. We didn't have to be so afraid of them. I knew at the moment you got here, Kaneki, that something was going to happen. I hear one-eyed ghouls have special powers unlike us. To have you, a one-eyed ghoul on our side. Gotta believe the wind's blowing in our favor. Ooh. Wanted to take a note of that. You knocked down Banjo with one punch, right? Well, that was just lucky. Stop at 61? Ooh, okay. Might be able to do that. What time is it now? We'll see what time it is when we get to 58. It was against Banjo, though. What's that supposed to mean? Working out isn't going to help you get it out. What am I supposed to do then? What should we do when we get out? We first need to find jobs. Maybe I'll go back to being a security guard again. I still got a valid family register. It's not a bad idea. Lost mine with my parents. What name should I use next? How about Yamamoto again? Nah, I'm sick of that one. Yeah, these guys are about to all die. When we make it to the 20th ward, I just want to find an abandoned house and live quietly with my boy. You're all dead. Within the next 3 panels, I'm almost certain. Talking about what's next is fine, but we first need to get it to a safe place. Keep your eyes open. If anything happens, I'll protect them. She's counting on you, kid. I can almost feel the hope for their freedom and anxiety about trying to escape. Everybody's counting on this to work. Bro just screamed? The fuck is this dude? What's an Aogiri guy doing out here? I don't know, maybe he was a scout? Where's the Bin brother? Damn it, he's not on the roof. He's headed this way. Crap, forget about him, keep running. He gained on us so quickly. Oh, that looks... Could be an arse. Could be an arse, Kagune. Yeah, that's an arse, Kagune. I'll protect you. Koto, no! Oh, Banjo, my guy, bro. Banjo Kazooie. Go! Oh, Koto, thank you. But because of me, Banjo's... Maybe we should go back and... No. If we turn back, what he did would have been for nothing. Can I keep going? There's no way Banjo could. Not by himself. Banjo can't get his Kagune out. He's no good at hand-to-hand combat either. That's what they meant by working out won't get it out. Okay. He's no good at hand-to-hand combat either. He's a peace-loving man who's not meant for fighting. His only saving grace is that he's tough. He's dead for sure by himself. I don't know if we stand a chance against a bin brother. Actually, I think we don't. But we can't let Banjo die alone. I'm sorry, but you gotta let the three of us go back. You guys, head on, please. Can't get his Kagune out. Die. We knew you'd be getting your ass kicked, Banjo. Nice one, Kaneki. That's Why does he... Oh, shit. Just not used to seeing him in that outfit. The one with the part of Rize. I'm not letting you kill Banjo. Potential final chapter of the stream. We're going to see how this one ends. And then if not, we go 61. We'll see if this feels like it's got a good end point. Crooked smile. You guys! Why'd you come back? Where's the rest of you? We left them with Usu and let them get on ahead. Bro, this is so War for the Planet of the Apes coded. It's a minion's duty to follow his leader. Besides, Usu's twice as strong as you, so they'll be alright. You idiots. The both of us are. Banjo, we're leaving together. You defectors. He's kind of hard to fight. Yeah, because his bum Kagune is super effective against your hip Kagune. So you just gotta hope that Banjo gets his Kagune out and bro's got shoulder blade Kagune. Did Kaneki just lift that entire lamppost up, Fairfox? Surrender. Yo, that kind of goes hard, bro. The little yo. Yeah, right. The other one. Brother, you alright? I'm fine. That kid's not too bad. Crap, against the two of them? What do I do? Having a hard time? Oh. Need a hand? Yamari, what are you doing here? I thought you were in town tonight. Moku. Tetsu. Nico told me about this. Banjo and his jolly friends. I'm so sorry. My hearing's also freakishly good. Aogiri. Don't underestimate us, or you'll end up like this. Banjo, I'm sorry. They ambushed us. No, Banjo, they'll kill you. How could you? Punishment for those who break the organization's rules. In this case, I think that means punishment by death. I honestly don't care whether you guys escape or die. Yamuri, what are you... I'm only interested in one thing. Right. Kaneki, who has a part of Rize in him. What is so special about Rize? Why is she her? I'm always on the lookout for good men. That is why I was so disappointed to lose Kaneki to Ayato. Neither he nor Tatara realize Kaneki's true value. Why's the music stop? If Kaneki will serve me, I'll let the rest of you go. Those of you that are still alive. Them? For me alone? That's a lie. I don't trust you. I would never say such a petty lie. I told you I'm not interested in the others. Or would you rather watch her die? Yamari, do you even realize what you are saying? You are in no position to make that kind of decision. We've always had issues with your attitude. Where is your loyalty to our king? Who rose up to change the ghoul world? This is where they're clicking in the knuckles. Bro, I haven't watched the anime in 10 years and I still do this shit. Shut up. As long as I can have fun, I don't care about anything else. Bin, brother, you want to die first? You crazy 13th Ward ghoul. Come on now, boys. What's the point of What's the point of having men that aren't loyal to Aogiri? That would actually be more disrespectful to the king, no? And also, even if these folks get away, their boss is Ayato. Who cares? Let them go. Come on. You gonna wake up this poor boy? Do whatever you want then. Thank you, Nico. I was really about to kill them. Anyway, what'd you say, Kaneki? No, Kaneki. We can't let you suffer alone. Don't trust what he says. Banjo. Of course I don't trust him, but if I refuse, everybody will suffer. That is obvious. I'll go. Yeah. Great. Come with me. Relax. I'm a real nice boss. Kaneki, don't have a choice. I hope you all get out safe. Nico, take them to my cell, will you? Oh, Yamori, you liar. Oh. The evacuation for the 11th Ward has been further expanded. Calm down. He's not as weak as he looks. Toka. Yeah. Everybody here? A few more will be joining us later, but let's get started on how Antieku should respond to what's happening in the 11th Ward. Before that, there is one thing I must say regarding Kaneki, who was abducted. We should consider that we'll never see him again. I am going to end it there purely because it's the end of a volume as well. It was meant to be. I will respect the author's vision. But holy fuck. Next stream has been set up with an absolute slam dunk banger. Whoo. Alright, so I will probably... So, trying to think. So next week, Tuesday, I'll be streaming Chainsaw Man. And then I'll probably finish scripting and recording the chapter review for Chainsaw Man on Tuesday as well. That'll go out Wednesday. But I should be free to stream Tokyo Ghoul on Wednesday. No, I don't. Let me just double check, actually. It might be another Thursday stream next week, actually. Let me just double check. I think I'm going to go... I think I'm watching Project Hail Mary next Wednesday. Yeah, okay. Next stream is Thursday again next week for the rest of this arc, because I'm going to go watch Project Hail Mary on Wednesday. Thank you all for joining. Dolby Stream, thank you, man. This arc... So, the first 2 arcs, the introduction arc and the Nishiki arc. I don't think there was any others. All the stuff pre-gourmet arc, I really liked. The gourmet arc was a weaker arc in my opinion, but it'll be worth it. It's already worth it in the long run because it was an arc that focused a little bit more on building up other characters like Toka. Toka's character will benefit a lot from the gourmet arc. But this arc so far has been the best. Only time I was... Hey, man. I appreciate it. Regardless. Whether you stay for one stream, stay for every stream, stay for no streams. I appreciate it all. And you can always watch them on the VODs if you ever want to... If you ever see that I'm streaming a part of the story, a part of Tokyo Ghoul where, you know, there's an insane, I don't know, maybe a character dies or something, you want to see my reaction, the VODs are always there. You'll be able to just watch them back and see. But I am going to end it there. It's now 10 PM. I'm going to get into bed, read some Land of the Lustrous or something. Yes. Thank you all.